in the relaxed state with your upright spine and feeling what is here. This arriving at the beginning of our practice, transition, and dropping now into the yoga time, which is, of course, now moment. Now moment, this body, this commitment, and this incoming breath. Let it rise from your low belly and feel it rise through your ribs and up to the top of your chest. Pause a moment with this inhalation full, and then the pursed lips exhalation, letting your breath go out. And the next breath deep into your lower belly, feeling it rise upward, so that distinct from belly to chest, feel that. Little pause, blow the breath out. Deflating your lungs until the moment of no breath. We begin again through the nose. The belly, the ribs filling the top of the chest. Little pause and blow it out. Lovely. Opening your eyes now, hands over your knees. Draw your chest forward, then lift it up, inhaling. Chin is lifted, shoulders are back. And then as we hang on to the knees, we round and droop back. Inhaling, draw forward and up. And the exhale, rounding your back. So this can all be nose breathing, and if you like Ujjayi breath, where we hear the sound of the breath at the throat, becomes very deliberate breathing. A slight constriction at the throat. We used to call that the Darth Vader breath. Or the breath you might hear sounding as you're snorkeling. And it has a reassuring quality. And the breath, of course, when we breathe intentionally, is really reassuring. Let's do 2 more of these. Reassuring of our aliveness, this moment. And everything that is good about this moment, feeling and appreciating that. And the rounding. Good. The spine continues with this movement. We're adding the arms. So inhale, cactus arms, widening out, lift the chest and the chin. And now as we exhale, round the back, as we've been doing, bring your elbows and palms closer together, bowing in. To rise and draw forward again. Inhale. And exhale. So the feeling of the breath flowing through the body. I liken it to dry lands becoming irrigated. Again, life returning. Breath is so vital. Let's do 2 more. Rocking the spine with the expanding heart opening inhale and the back stretching exhale. 1 more time. Nice and tall. Raise the arms upwards, straight up, lengthen up, and then the exhalation, just trace this arc around your body, just your auric field. That's how far out we extend. Great. And now let's uncross the legs and bring the soles of the feet together. Line them up a little distance away from your groin and drawing your seat back. Lovely. And so here we lift the heart and hinge forward. And so we're just exploring the possibility of this forward bend, settling into it as it were, letting your head relax. And now as we breathe, see if you can feel the breath in your back. And we could follow the same direction of the inhale happening low and the continuing of your breath moving up your back, the sensation of filling. The exhalation is simply a relaxing of your body. Very penetrating inhale into the lower back. The rising and spreading up your back. And the softening of belly and spine and hips as the breath goes out, perhaps a little deeper in the forward bend. One more. Feel the back breathing. Nice. Walk your hands back up your legs to come to upright. Help your knees in. And bring the hands behind to lean back a little bit, tipping your knees side to side. Rolling your butt. And noticing if each time that you go, the following leg might go a little further. One more over. Feet flat, hands on your knees, pull upright so that your spine is now lovely and straight up. Slide straight your left leg and bring the right foot close to the groin and let the right knee fall out to the side. So there's an engagement through your straight leg. And we're going to raise the opposite arm. So your left leg is straight, your right arm comes up. Get really tall. So we're bringing breath up that side. Exhale, come forward as though you're crossing over the leg. Same arm, inhale it up. Get really tall. Lift, lift, lift. Exhale slowly forward over that leg at this slight angle as we pass the leg. Once more. Good. So now this hand holds onto your leg. Bring your other hand in, aligning your trunk over the leg. Lift it for the halfway up. So wherever you're holding the leg, lift your spine and then lie a little closer to your leg. And as we fold forward, invite you again to bring your breath into your back. It becomes quite palpable. And that's what we want to feel, the lower back and the middle and the upper back filling. Exhalation is simply relaxing forward. Focus on the movement of breath for the 2 more cycles. One more time. And now we walk the hands up the leg to come to the upright place. And let's bring that bent knee up. Position the foot flat and step it over the straight leg. Now draw your spine up the midline. So feel how you can root through the sit bones and rise through your crown. And how the opposite arm to the knee wraps around the knee. Elbow or wrist wraps around. Turn please to your right. Bring your right arm behind. Grow your spine tall and rotate your ribs. And sometimes you hear a little pop in your spine. Even in your neck. I'm popping all over the place. Root your seat. Next exhalation, head to your left. but let's stay here. The spiraling upright spine, the infusing of the breathing. And as we focus on the breath, there's a calming of thoughts. Because we're focused now on the palpable experience of breath in this shape. Great, and then please undo. Switch legs. It's your right leg straight and bring your other heel in. Commit to the sitting bones reaching back. And it's the opposite arm, so it'll be your left arm that lifts up. Exhale past the leg, just as you are able, crossing the midline with the arm. Up we come, breathing in. Cross the midline, reaching past the leg. And again. Good, come forward, hold on, bring your other hand in. Wherever you hold easily to now have space to lift your chest away. Filling with breath. Exhale, pull a little forward with your heart lie over the leg. And we stay here to focus on filling your back with breath. And slowly up. And bring your knee up. All right, over we go with that foot. Place it down, lengthen upwards through the spinal column, and your right hand, wrist or elbow around the up knee. Rotate to your left, and perhaps you get more pops here or no pops at all. Sometimes we only get a pop in one direction. Turn your face back over your right shoulder. Stay to breathe. So lovely to even just close your eyes. Feel the breath press through the compression of this shape. How each pose has its own way of moving the breath to different places as we direct the depth and emptiness of each breath. Good, release. Wind your way back to center and please slide both legs to straight. Inch sit bones back. And if you can, you'll draw the toes towards you. Inhale, raise both arms up. Drop shoulders, exhale. Keep the beautiful length in your spine and your arms on in. And now hinge forward just a third of the way. You'll feel it in your back. Breathe in, come up. Come a little further forward, perhaps 2/3 of the way. Coming up. And now let's go as far as we can. Let the hands come down to hold where you land. Continue the exhale and then soften the shoulders and elbows. Raise your chest only, breathing in. And over we go, over the legs. Now a little bend in the knees is perfectly fine, as the intention of this is to stretch the lower back and the back of the legs, and to bring the breath into the back. Guide the breath from the bottom upwards, feeling it in your back. Now we're going to feel it in the tummy as well, because it's all pressing together, isn't it? But our point of focus is the rising breath up the back. Now when we release the breath, there's maybe a little softening forward. One more breath. At the end of this breath, let go of the area you're holding. Now walk your hands up your legs. So we're coming up in the braced position, all the way back upright, and bend your knees again for cobbler's pose. This time bring your heels closer. Sit upright. And now, let's bring the heart forward. Inhale, as we did earlier, and then exhale round the back. So earlier we did this with cross legs, and you'll find that you have a little less range of motion in this one. Inhale, chest forward. Lift the heart. And exhale, pull under, hanging onto your knees so that you don't tip back, and your core is working as well. Let's do 3 more. Mindfulness of breath and body sensation. 2 more. And 1 more. Good. Come to upright. Help your knees in. Great. And so now let's come to sit on the mat, the length of your mat, taking the pillow away, as we'll do a little bit more for the core. Hold behind your thighs. Feel that your spine is not drooping. You've got it lengthened up, and you lean back a little bit. And lift your feet up off the floor, beginning with that boat pose. Good. And so we're going to move through the boat. Lean back a little bit, push your feet away. This is an inhale. Exhale, draw closer in. Inhale. And draw closer in, work your core muscles. And as we did. Two to go. And let your feet come to the mat. Draw your spine up. And now release your hands to come to your back. So slowly down. See if you can just roll back down. Rolling down. All the way onto the mat. Getting right on your mat. And hug your knees in a moment. Let your back settle. We did a lot of stretches for the back. Great. Now bring your knees directly over your hips and your shin bones parallel to the mat, and your arms next to your body. Right arm, left leg. Inhale, away from each other. Exhale, bring them back to where they were. Left arm, right leg, away from each other. Stretch the legs straight, the left arm high. Exhale, return. So let's stay with this pattern. Opposite arm and leg, stretching the diagonal line, working the core muscles. Going at a pace that feels good. Stay connected to your breath. Breathing strong exhales. 1 more, left arm, right leg. When you get there, that's the last one. And now bring your knees close to your chest. Stretch the lower back. You can even rock a little here. And now place your palms flat. Knees are bent close towards your chest. And raise both legs up. Flexed feet. Exhale, bend the knees. And as we did, extend and bend and extend and bend. Let's do 2 more. Nice, let the feet land on the mat. Cobbler's pose, hands on lower belly. Feel how you could relax your shoulders and your elbows. Might be a little intense in the hips in this shape. If it's too intense, just bring your knees up again. Now we're belly breathing. Slowing down the breath. Having a little pause at the end of the breath. And a little pause at the top of the breath. Just an awareness moment, not a long breath retention. Just a dropping into the gap. It's a powerful gap because it's so calming. It seems to interrupt the thought train. And it's really good to interrupt our thought train because it can be very tiresome, those endless thoughts. When there is so much to feel and experience beneath the thoughts. Let's do 2 more cycles. Help your knees back up together. With your feet flat on the mat, lift and lower your sacrum to get it nicely tucked under and at the middle of the mat. And now draw your right knee in close to you. Squeeze your right thigh in. Take your left leg straight up. Inhaling, flexed foot. Left leg lowers down. Raise it up. Inhale. And exhale, lower it down. Good. Next exhale, so when we get there, we inhale the leg up. Move your right thigh a little to the right, so that when we exhale the left leg down, we can lift the head and chest up and watch the left leg go down. Lower your head as you raise your left leg. And curl up again, exhaling. And we'll do it 1 more time. Work your core muscles on this exhale. They'll be working anyway. Feel how they work. Good. Head lies down. And bend your left knee. Hold both knees close to you. Take them a little out to the side and then circle them. Circling them in opposite directions. Notice which way you're going. Away and back together, or together and away. So, and then we'll complete this one as we draw the legs in. Hold now your left knee in towards you. Raise your right leg, flexed foot, breathe in. Breathe out as the straight right leg lowers down to meet the ground, lightly touch, and bring it up. And lower down. and raise the leg. This is the one now where we have the option to move that left leg a little left, curl up on exhale as you watch the right leg lower down. Head lies down as we lift the leg. And down goes the leg, and up comes the head and the chest. Draw the belly in. We have one to go. Good. Head lies down, bring the knee in, a hand on each knee. They're separate. Now push them away, a hand out and returning. So close together, push away, out, and bring them back together, close. Two more. And one more. Nice, and let your feet come to the mat. And your arms flat near the feet. Lift and lower your sacrum so it's tucked under and grounded. To now, inhale, raise your hips up. And exhale, slowly return them down. So how high your hips go, feel that out. I just slid my feet a little forward to make sure the feet are flat, heels under the knees, lower down, exhalation. So see that your feet are under the knees when you reach the top of the bridge pose. And as we continue this, we're adding on one arm. So raise the hips on inhale, right arm overhead, look left. And down we come. Everything coming back to the starting place. Raise your hips in your left arm, looking right. And lower down. Stay with this. Few more cycles. Let's do one more to each side. Good. And so now as your hand and your hips land, release. Hug both knees in towards your chest. Feel how the sacrum gets space. Palms down near your hips. Inhale your both legs up towards vertical. Flexed feet. Exhale, bend the knees and let your feet land. Press them down. Inhale your hips up and your both arms overhead. Stretch the side body. Exhale, lower your arms and your spine. Pressing the palms down to inhale the legs up. Flexed feet at the top. Exhale, bend the knees and let your feet land. Press them down. Raise the arms up. And return. Good. We'll stay with the same movement, but we're going to add little pauses. So raise your legs, inhale, flexed feet, and pause. Exhale now, bend the knees, place the feet down. Press down, no breath. Now arms and hips lift, inhale. Pause at the top. Exhale, lower. Now there's a moment without breath here. Palms down, inhale your legs up. Flexed feet. Exhale, feet to the mat. Pause without breath. Feet press down. Inhale, raise your hips and your arms. Hold your breath at the top of this pose. Exhale, return back down to the mat where we rest without breath. Great. A hand, this time it's the legs. Inhale, take them up. Flexed and pause. Exhale, return the feet to the mat. A hand, pause, no breath. Feet press down, raise the hips. Last one. Up we come. Pause here. Exhale, lower down. And one more pause here at the end of the breath. No breath. Lovely. Cobbler's pose, normal breathing. Arms away, falling away, legs and arms. And let your breath breathe you the way it wants to now. Nice. Please bring your knees back up and your feet flat again. Lift and lower the sacrum. Your feet are hips width apart. Bring your right ankle and lie it across your left thigh. And press that right thigh a little bit away. Good. Now bring your palms flat near your hips where we had them. And move your left foot an inch into the midline. Left foot an inch to the right. Press it down, one-legged lift of the bridge. Lift. A little pause. Exhale, lower down. Little moment of no breath. And lift up again. Inhale. Little pause. Hold the breath. Working that left leg, getting it strong. Lower down, exhale. Little pause, no breath. As we did, ground the left foot, raise the hips. Holding the breath at the top of this pose. Exhaling, lower down. Resting on empty. Last one, rise. Hold the pose, hold the breath. Lower down. Hold on empty, body relaxed. Great. Right foot next to left foot. Normal breathing. Find the midline again with the sacrum. And bring now your left ankle across your right thigh. Settle here a moment. You can press the left thigh away with your left hand. And then bring your palms flat near your hips. Centralize that right foot because it's the one-legged bridge. We want to press down on that foot. Are you ready? Up we come. Breathe in. Hold the breath and the shape. Lower down, exhaling. Rest on empty. Inhale, rise. Hold the breath. Exhale down. Hold on empty. See if you can relax the body. Enliven again, hands and feet to inhale up. Pausing at the top. smoothly down. Relaxed body on empty. Good, and one to go. Rise. Pause. Exhale down. Remember to relax on empty. Great. And left foot next to right. Good. Let's draw both knees in towards the chest. Little circling or rocking. Great. And let's roll to the side and come to hands and knees using your blocks. Oh, who's here on my mat? Is it you, Rumi? You might have to move a little bit, darling. All right, we've got the blocks at the top of the mat. And let's have a hand on each block. Okay, so we're on 4s. And from all 4s, raise your left leg, knee lifts high. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round your knee forward, round your back. So we're going to slow this down with the pauses. Inhale, lift. Hold the breath. Exhale, round. Hold the breath. Inhale, rise. Hold the breath, hold the lift of that leg. Exhale, knee forward, round your back, and hold the empty, so inward squeeze. And one more, please. Same leg. Lift. Pause. Round under. And pause. Great. Left knee next to right. Ease your wrists as needed. And we take second side now. Are you ready? It's the right knee. Inhale, take it up. Hold the lift of the knee and the lift in the chest and the breath. And round your back as you bring the knee forward. Exhaling, pull the belly in, hold the empty moment. Good. Rise, inhale. Hold the breath. Exhale, round under. Hold the breath. And as we did, holding, exhaling, squeeze your tummy inward, hold the breath, and our last one. And rounding under. Right knee next to left knee. Let's widen the knees and take extended child's pose. Seat back, still holding your blocks, you can reach them forward. Normal breathing or long slow breaths, no pauses. Extended child's pose. Fill your back with your breath. And we come back to all 4s. You can still use the hands on the blocks. And we do, as we did, raise your left knee up. This time we're going to step the foot forward. All the way through the blocks, plant the foot and push away from the blocks to rise up. Rise up, oh, steady. Encircle your arms back. Lean a little forward and inhale, rise up. So now we're working again that left foot and haunch to steady this movement is flowing. Let's do it twice more. Last one. And let your hands now come back to your blocks. And with that support of the blocks, slide your left foot forward to straighten that leg. And pull your left sit bone back. The breaths flow one into the next, no pauses. One more breath. Great. Let's pull the left foot and the knee back. And from here we'll take the other side. Right leg lifts up. Exhale the right foot forward between your blocks. Push down on the foot to rise up. Inhale, rise up. Circle your arms around and back. Lean your torso forward to rise up again, strong in your front leg. And keep going. We have 2 to go. Last one. And we let the hands come back to the blocks. Straighten the front leg. As your right heel pushes forward, your right sit bone draws back, leveling out your hips, sit bones, nice alignment. So when we're in good alignment, prana flows. And prana is that mysterious force that has a healing quality. And the healing that prana offers is blocked by our incessant thinking and certainly by our negative thoughts. So we become very vigilant as what's going on, what thoughts are running through my head. Remembering that we have thoughts, but we are not our thoughts. We are consciousness experiencing this moment. Beautiful. Let's draw the right foot back. And we're still on the blocks. Feel free to ease your wrists a moment. And we're going to go again with the left leg lifting up and step the foot through. Good. Now keep your left knee bent, placing it directly over your left heel. Press the foot down. And we're now going to curl the back toe of the right leg and straighten that leg and bring some strength into that leg. And here we are in this shape. See if you can power up a bit more in your legs so that you're not quite as heavy on your wrists. And let your breath support this. Nice, and then let's bend the right knee again and let it come back down to the mat. Release the toes. Pull your hips back a little bit. Ease your wrists a moment. And now we're taking a twist to the left. So grow your spine tall. Twist left out of this kneeling shape. And level out your left hand back to the block. And draw your hips back and your left knee next to your right knee. Second side. Raise your right leg, lift it up. Step the foot through. All the way through to press the foot down. Inch your knee over your ankle. And we're powering up the back leg. Straighten the leg. Hold steady. Lightening the load on your wrists by grounding through your feet a bit more. We're not going to stand up from here, but we can lighten the load on the wrist just a little. Breath is the empowering. The calm mind allows the prana to do what it needs to do, is just make us whole, healing. And on the exhalation, rest that left knee down and curl the toes. Pull your hips back a little bit. And we're opening to the right. Left hand can stay on the block. And turn your ribs to the right and reach the arms. Keep the lunge. Feel how the right chest stretches. Good, and lower your hand back to the block. Draw your right foot back. Wide knees, toes close, extended child's pose. You push your blocks a little forward, your seat back. And now we're bringing the breath to the side body, the back body. Filling all the areas, all the spaces with the beautiful healing breath, the prana that rides on the breath, and how it does its work so beautifully as we give it that focus and allow it in. Nice. Pull forward. Placing the blocks now to the side, let's come onto the elbows. All the way onto your elbows, palms in prayer pose. Good. And then as we look at the knees, they're underneath the hips, curl the toes, and lift your knees up. Tail high, toes walk in. Head hangs. We're bringing now a lot of charge to the upper back and the shoulders. And so if you're calm and comfortable enough here, as you breathe, add little pauses between the inhale and exhale, and at the end of the exhale. So you're breathing a rectangle. In, little pause, out, and a little pause. 2 more if you can. From here, when you get there, from there to here, rest down and come into child's pose. Soften down. This time the hands supporting your forehead or resting near your feet. So when you do child's pose a few times, it sort of allows you in more deeply. Letting the body become even smaller, even closer to the ground, merging with the mat. And here too, we breathe into the back body, the lower back. Great, back to 4s. Bringing your blocks again under your hands at the middle setting. Take your left knee up as we've been doing. Step the foot forward. This time, press down on that left foot and let your right foot come up too. Curl the toe. And step forward with your right foot next to your left. Bring your hands to your shin bones for a flat back. And fold in. Now we're coming all the way to stand tall, upright. Raise your arms. And hands to prayer pose. Pause here. Great. Step into your right foot. Look at something that's not moving. Raise your left knee. Maybe you can catch your thigh. Hold your gaze steady. Stand tall. And let your foot come back down, standing on that left foot. And then when you're ready, step deeply into the left foot. Raise your right knee. Catch it. Hold your gaze steady. Nice balance. And bring that foot down. Feel the both feet press down. Let's bring the hands to prayer pose. Exhaling down to your feet. Inhale, arms go out wide and overhead. And then spread your arms wide, fold in half. Hands to shin bones for the flat back. And exhale, tuck deeper in. Come upright again. Ground your feet to rise. Arms overhead. And let's bring the hands to prayer pose. And here we are. Pausing here. Good. Step into your right foot. Catch your left thigh again. Catch your left thigh. Hold steady. Maybe kick the foot forward and back. 2 more times. 1 more. And bring your foot down to the mat and stand tall. Are you ready for second side? Step into that left foot. Catch your right thigh. Stand tall. Great. Extend the right leg. Bend the knee. And again. 1 more. And step down. Ooh, step down firmly with both feet. Widen up go the arms. Get tall. Exhale, forward bend. Flat back, breath in. Fold deep. And come to upright. And prayer pose. Pause a moment here, standing steady. Lovely, everyone. And release. And let's take a wide stance along the length of your mat. Yeah, all right. Wide stance. Let's bring a block to the midline. Parallel feet. Hands can be on the hips. Get tall. Come forward and bring your hands to your block and reach your block forward and pull your hips, sit bones back. Now in this lovely elongation of your spine and your side ribs, we're going to breathe a square as we did earlier. Breathe in, hold your breath. Exhale. Hold the empty. Lovely. Deep in. Hold your breath. Exhale. Hold on empty. Can we do 1 more? Inhale. Hold your breaths. Exhale. Hold your breath. Nice. Pull the block in as you breathe normally. And straighten your arms. So now your hands under your shoulders, your legs parallel, pull back. Great, little twist to your right, so your left hand stays, and raise and turn to your right. Exhale, bring your hand down, and other side. Raise the torso and the arm, lower down, and again, other side. Lift and turn, upper body twist, lower down, left arm, and lower down. One more each way, please. Nice. Use the block to walk your feet closer together. And then as your feet come to parallel, bend your knees, push away from the block and roll up to standing tall upright, up the midline, and stand tall. Feel this moment. Lovely. Good. So the feet are rooted. As we bring the arms forward to shoulder level, raise your heels up. And as we exhale, lower the arms, the heels lean forward as the arms reach back. So we've deeply bent the knees. We're in skier's position. Inhale, rise up to the ball of the feet. Exhale, arms lower, heels lower with control. And reach back. Yeah, that's it. Inhale. Rise up. Steady ankles. Exhale, lower, and arms reach back. 2 to go. Coming to our last one. Looking good. Nice. So as we come up this time, leave your heels down. Just take your arms overhead. Lovely big exhale, arms out and down. Pause to feel. Good. Widen your feet. So we'll do a triangle pose here, turning out your right leg all the way to the right. And your left heel away. So ground the feet and raise your arms parallel to the mat. Tall and wide. Reach and come down over your turned out leg. Great. And roll your bottom ribs forward. And as you raise that top arm, you might look up towards it. That will challenge your balance. Lovely spreading arms, grounded feet, breathing deep, no pauses. The exhale is a grounding of your feet. We have 1 to go. Ground deeply on this exhale so that when we inhale, we come upright. And soften the arms so we can spin the legs the other way. Your left leg turned out. Ground deeply through your feet and spread your arms. We're tall, we're wide, and over we go over your left leg. And coming down. Maybe looking up. This practice focusing a lot on our balance, our stability, and breath. And the flow of prana and how it can heal us as we focus. Inhale up. Good. Relax your arms and walk your feet in and stand steady. Find your stability. Even lower your gaze or close your eyes and feel this vertical axis that is your physical body with a beautiful flow of prana and consciousness. Your consciousness experiencing all of this. That's where it happens. Nice, everybody. Let's slowly come back down onto the back, hugging your knees in and having your block nearby. First, a little hug in, so reassuring. And then we place the feet down and lift the hips to place the block there. Block under the sacrum. Arms come in really close, outwardly rotated, so that opens up the sternum area. And once you have that feeling of the upper body open, raise your legs into the air. And they could be soft, don't need to be stiff or straight or flexed. Just soft hanging legs. Inward attention to what is here. The direct experience of aliveness that we can access as the mind becomes more quiet. Easy, unmanipulated flow of breath here. And then please bend your knees and let your feet lightly land to remove the block. Lower your spine, softening into the buttocks. As we now widen out the arms to shift your hips right, with the right leg over the left, roll your hips and your knees to the left. And just linger here, softening into this very relaxed and yet deep spinal twist. Now ease on your face. Ease in your right shoulder and hand. Same on your left shoulder and hand. And the breath penetrating through it all. Nice, and please inhale, come back to center. Rearranging for other side, little shift left with your lower body, left thigh on top. And over go your knees, your hips just roll to your right. And find this softening and releasing. Softening and releasing. Ah, feels so good. so good to relax and receive in this shape. Lovely, everyone. Just slowly make your way back up and rearrange your body with your props for your final relaxation, comfortable, supported, and deeply letting go.